Hi guys, Kohana here. Today I want to draw a Duel Monster from this art book. And today's Duel Monster is going to be this one, Sonic Maid. A little bit of trivia about this monster. She shows up in original Yu-gi-Oh Duel Monsters when Pharaoh is dueling against Johnny Steps. And that was the episode where Pharaoh and Taya went on a date. There are a couple of things I changed about this image. I'm not saying the image is terrible, but there are a few things I wanted to change for my own taste. The first thing was in the original image, she's holding a musical note. And I felt like the musical note was a little bit useless in a way. Like it makes a lot more sense to change it into a lute instead of just a random musical note that does nothing. If you remember Yu-Gi-Oh Duelist of the Roses, where you get to see a 3D image of different duel monsters, they did find a purpose for the musical note, which is they used it as a weapon for her. Like the end of the musical note was really a scythe. But even then, I feel like if it was a lute and a scythe mixed into one, that would make a lot more sense. Anyway, I noticed also with a lot of the first to second generation Duel Monster cards from Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel Monsters, um, they're very saturated, but they're also very dark in color. Quite a few. I mean, there are exceptions on a few cards, but quite a few of the cards are also very dark, very saturated. So for this one, I wanted to lighten it up a bit. I kept the red in her hair and I kept the pink of the clothing along with the gold jewelry, but I just went for more of a lighter color. Um, Besides those, I did bring back the musical notes. I didn't exactly add the musical sheet element that they had in the image. I just decided to just go for the musical notes. I also changed her facial expression because when you look pretty close at the image, her face looks a bit squished in the original image. And you can barely tell that her eyes are green instead of yeah, you can barely tell that her eyes are green because they're so slanted, I guess you can say. It's very, very hard to see. Which, like I said, well, in a way, it's kind of encouraging because when you go back and look at old artwork, including from Duel Monster cards or any other artist that made it, you notice some mistakes that they made. But that also reminds you that you can also make mistakes in your earlier stages and still make great works of art. Anyway, this is the finished piece. I just decided to use pencils for the detail and marker for the base. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'm going to try to do another one next time. Bye.